guys, so for day 20 of Halloween nail designs, I am doing a cat eye Halloween design. So to start off, I'm just taking the black from Ball Pit and painting all of the nails with this. I did 2 coats of this and I cured each coat for 60 seconds. So for this set, I was really just wanting to play around with some cat eye polishes. Um, because I don't know, cat eye is really in right now, and I've been loving doing stuff with cat eye. There's so many different things you can do with it, so many possibilities, and I just kind of felt like it would make sense to do something with cat eye for the Halloween season. So that's how this set came about. The cat eye that I'm using for this set is Magic Mirror from Nails by Dev. It's a silver cat eye, and I'm doing all of the designs with this, and then I'll paint over them with some jelly gel polishes. I've really been loving that kind of look where you take a silver cat eye and then put a jelly polish over top. It just gives like this really nice, I think the trend name for it is glass nails. So I guess that's what I'm doing here. But instead of doing like the entire nail just one color, I'm doing like a cute little design. So on this nail here, I'm doing a little ghost. So I paint on the little ghost. And once I get that all painted, I take my magnet and magnetize those pieces in the way that I want it to be magnetized. And then I do a flash cure it real quick so that it locks in the magnet pieces and they don't revert back to their original state while I move on and paint the rest of the designs. For this nail, I think this is the pumpkin nail. So I just did that little like pumpkin design where it's on the bottom of the nail. I'm sure you guys have seen it before. Once it's like painted on, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's just like this little pumpkin that's kind of not sideways, but it's not like straight up and down. You know, it's kind of crooked a little bit. I just did kind of like a, I guess like the top of a heart is kind of what I did, and then I filled that all in, magnetized it, flash cured it. And then I did do the stem separately. So after I flash cured the like body part of the pumpkin, I did the little stem, magnetized that, and then flash cured that. And then for this nail, I'm just going to do that bat French tip design that went viral a couple years ago. And now you see it a lot during the Halloween season. It's super cute. I really like it. I think it is a more fun version of like a regular French tip. Um, so if you wanted to do like French tip nails for Halloween instead of just doing a plain basic French tip in whatever color or whatever, you can do this cute little French tip bat. So I just go in, do the smile line, and then I draw these lines on as guides. So that middle line is like for the body, and then the lines on the other side are for the wings. So it's like connecting the wings to the body. And I will do like that arch connection. So like that curved arch line, if that makes sense. You can see what I'm doing, so hopefully you get what I'm trying to say here. Connect all that, fill all that in, and then afterwards, I usually do go in and will like extend the lines or like kind of clean up um, the lines and stuff, because when I initially do it, it does kind of look a little weird, and I do kind of have to make some little adjustments here and there. Usually it's just me like extending those original lines that I did because they just need to be a little bit longer. And then I do the little head, which is just a little half circle up there at the top, and then little triangles for the ears. Magnetize that, and then flash cure that. Okay, so the colors I'm going to be using for this are Warp Speed, AstroTurf from Ball Pit, Troll Doll from Nails by Dev, and Reality Check from Madam Glam. I do have a discount code with Madam Glam if you're interested in purchasing anything from Madam Glam and saving a little bit of money. That information is down in the description below. But anyhow, apparently I didn't film myself doing these two nails, which are just some slime drip nails. I have done slime drips, blood drips, drips in general, several times over the course of my channel. I've done them a few times, even just within all my Halloween designs. So there's plenty of other videos that you can watch me do drips on if you need a tutorial on that or know how to do that. But after I got all of the Cateye done, I did do a full 60-second cure before doing the jelly polishes here. So for the slimes, I'm using Warp Speed because it's like that highlighter neon electric slime green color. And I'm just painting that right over the Cateye parts to give it that green slime look. And then I just set them to the side. I don't do any curing in between the nails or anything. I get them all painted and then I do a full 60-second cure at the end. And I really love this combo of this jelly color and this Cateye. It almost makes this green look like it's glowing, kind of, the way the Cateye looks under it and how it's like reflecting, and just like how bright this jelly color is. Like, I don't know, it looks really cool, and I think this is like going to be one of my favorite combos when it comes to like Cateye and jelly polishes, just because of how it looks. Like, I think it looks really cool and almost like it is glowing a little bit, which is really cool. And then for the pumpkin, I used Troll Doll and AstroTurf. For a second, I thought Troll Doll was going to be a little too dark. I thought about switching to a different jelly orange that I have. But then once I spread it out a little bit, I think that's what I was doing here. Was trying to see if I wanted to use the other one or not, but then I just ended up spreading it out a little bit more, and it ended up working out really well. It looks more of a pumpkin color than the other jelly orange that I have. That one, it's like a neon orange, and I don't know, I don't think it would have worked very well for a pumpkin. So this worked out really well once I actually like spread it out. When you first just put like a glob of it down, it does look very dark and it almost looks red when it's just like a glob, but once you get it spread out, it does look more orange. And then I think for this one, I did flash cure this orange and then do the green, just so it wouldn't mix together at all. And then I did the green and then just set it to the side until it was time to cure all of the nails. Or maybe I did not flash cure. I did not flash cure. at all. I did the orange and then I went right in with the green. I don't know why I did that. I probably should have flash cured, but I did not. Guess I was feeling bold and felt like I could just do that together and it wouldn't mix or anything, which it didn't. But yeah, I probably recommend flash curing just to be safe. Now I'm taking reality check, which is that jelly black. I honestly wasn't sure how that was going to work. Doing a jelly black over this cat eye on a black base. Um, but I went with it. I did it. I painted it. Um, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel. It did darken it a little bit, so it's like a dark gray, but also I feel like it's a little streaky and a little patchy. It didn't really like level out or cover very well the cat eye like how the other polishes did. So I don't know. I think maybe I probably should have just left it alone and just let it be the cat eye. But also, I was like, I want it to be dark because, like, when you think of bats, you think of them being black, right? Although bats can come in a variety of different colors. But anyhow, um, yeah, I don't know. It worked out, but at the same time, it like didn't work out. I don't think this particular jelly black is probably the best jelly black to use for something like this. Um, I did use it for my stained glass design, and I did have to do 2 coats of it to get it to show up how I wanted it to show up. So, I don't know. Ooh, and then I decided that I was going to, since I painted over everything else, I decided I would paint over the ghost as well. So I pulled out this milky white from Madame Glam called Dreaming of Iceland. And again, it like didn't really do much. I feel like it kind of toned down the silver a little bit. Um, but it was kind of like the black where it kind of like changed the color a little bit but really didn't, and I probably could have done without it, but I added it anyhow. Um, and then once I got this painted, I did go ahead and do a full 60-second cure. So now I'm just going in with the black again and just adding on some details where it needs to be added in. So on the pumpkin, I did like the little ridges that are on the pumpkin. So I just drew like a curved line from the top edge going down to like the inside of the pumpkin on the opposite side, like a curved X almost. I did that on both sides, and realistically, I didn't have to outline the top part of the pumpkin, but it just made it because you can't see it anyhow once it's top coated, like that part up there. Uh, but it made it easier to do the little crisscrossy X thing. And then I just did some curved lines on either side of that to, like I said, create those ridges. And then I did the little ghost face uh, I don't remember if I did a mouth on this. It might just be the two eyes that I painted on. There might be a mouth. I don't know. But anyhow, after I did all that, I did go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. Oh, I forgot I also did the little lines on it to make it look like, I guess, fabric, or like the folds of the ghost or whatever. I did this on, what was it? The Opal Ghost video too, to create that like rippled fabric look on it. And then I cured it for 60 seconds. And now I'm taking my shiny top coat from LGN and top coating the nails with this. Once I get that applied, I cure for 60 seconds. I almost kind of wish I would have done it matte, because I think Cateye looks really cool matte. But I also didn't do it matte because I did these slime drips, and I'm like, slime is shiny because it's like wet, and that was the whole reason why I did this shiny top coat. But I also kind of wish I would have done a matte because, like I said, Cateye looks really cool matte. I almost think I kind of like Cateye matte over being shiny. Maybe. I don't know. It depends. I think it depends on the design, but I do really like how Cateye looks when it's matte. And this is the finished result. A super quick, easy, cute little Cateye Halloween nail design. And obviously, there's so many different, like, Halloween elements. You could do so many different things with this. These were just the little designs that I came up with and decided to do. But like, you could do spiders, eyeballs. I wonder how a spider web would look, like with all the different lines. How would I, if I were to do a spider web, would I do each individual line separately, or would I just do the whole thing and then do it that way? I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, there's like so many different things you could do with this. Like I said, these were just the ones that I did, but there's a plethora of things you could do: cats, witches, pumpkins. I don't know what else. Candy. But it's super cute. I really like it. I had fun doing it. Like I said, the bat and the ghost could have done without the color added on top, but I felt like because I added color to the other stuff, I needed to add color onto all of them, or at least onto the ghost. The bat I was planning on adding the black to anyhow, but it kind of really didn't do much, like I said. Um, it almost probably would have been better without it. But overall, I do think this was a really cute set. And it's super easy to do, too. So even beginners can do it. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.